Alright, sorry about that, everybody. I wanted to grab some chocolate milk, too, because I'm feeling a little tired and was kind of snacky as well, and chocolate milk can solve all of those problems. I was also checking up with my son where he is for switching, so we might do, we might switch to, No Man's Sky after this run.
What's in wait for me there?
Anything good in the trader? Show me your wares. Nothing good in other. Oh, that could be cool. What does necrotic do? It's like low damage, though, is the problem. Otherwise, that would be kind of cool. Everything here is kind of low damage. I mean, I don't need the single-handed weapons. Those as well. Sure. Who am I even looking for? Okay, Talia Gatarin. And the Master of Ceremonies. So I can just steal this guy's shit and nobody cares? Okay. A young man staggers towards you, his expensive doublet wet with wine. As he passes, he brushes shoulders with you and starts yelling. His breath rank with alcohol. Watch yourself! Who do you think you are, you pig? You tramped on my foot and ruined my doublet. I demand satisfaction! Why, is that enemy Belivar herself over there? And it looks like she's calling you. What? Really? Where? Oh, how do I look? Quickly now. I'm all right. If you could animate my joy, I'll be right there. just disappeared. Meh. I have no doubt that those are good. I just... Step. Amid the tournament's frivolity, you notice that two men nearby are having a heated but hushed discussion. One wears flashy clothing fit for an entertainer, whereas the other wears the steel armor and red cloak of Patax's guard. It's difficult to hear what they're saying. Creep closer to listen to what they're saying. Although the two huddle near one another, their voices only occasionally rising above the ambient laughter and music, you're able to overhear the rest of their conversation. The guard sternly chides the entertainer. I don't know quite what you're up to, Imar, but I know that look. You're planning something dangerous. This isn't the time. You know he's become harsher about. Look around you, Talwyn, Imar interjects. This celebration, it's just more blood and sport to cover for the ongoing troubles, and we've helped shepherd it along. This isn't the future we had planned for, but it is the one the fates have dealt. Can we really stand by? He begins to raise his hand and strike a pose, as if preparing to make a bold declaration. The guard's hand intercepts Imar's arm, firmly preventing the entertainer from making a scene. You know how harsh justice is these days. I've seen it with my own eyes, and it would crush me to see noble intentions harming good people, especially like you. I appreciate those feelings. I do. Imar gently removes Talwyn's hand from his arm. But what Patax needs now is action, and I intend to act. The entertainer looks up and spots you and smiles as Talwyn frowns and sadly walks away. It's a rare day that life emulates screenplays, Your Highness. Could it be the heroes have arrived in the people's time of need? He barely opened his mouth before he made my teeth itch with all his treacle and nonsense. Oh, heroism! That's exactly what we do! See that symbol on his clothing? That marks him as a member of the Red Crescent Theater in Patax, a fellow artist. She eagerly extracts her journal. Imagine the stories we could write together. What's the problem? I first arrived here 5 years ago, answering King Iravetti's call for artists and actors to make Patax a new crucible for the arts. Admittedly, the king dedicated plenty of money to building new theaters and schools. Art only thrives, though, when there are visitors and patrons to pay for it. Imar sidles closer, lowering his voice, and that's where Iravetti has failed. The Patax River is our lifeline, connecting us to the outside world. River pirates know it, and they prey upon incoming travelers. You might think the king would thwart these pirates and defend his people, but no, he's only sent escorts to protect key shipments, leaving everyone else to the pirates' depredations. This tournament, it hides how we suffer from the king's inaction. Now, when the king's soldiers cannot or will not vanquish the villains, what happens in the stories? He winks and gestures knowingly. That's right, heroes step in. Numerous victims have told me of the attacks, and I've pieced together the approximate location of the pirates' camp. If you can ambush and defeat them, traffic will flow, commerce will thrive, and you'll command the adoration of the boatmen, dockworkers, artists, and more. Naturally, I'm prepared to write a play dramatizing your exploits. What do you say? I'm always ready to thwart river pirates. I accept. Imar grins eagerly. Then it's settled. I'll write down the directions real quick, and when you're done, you meet me in Patak so I can hear your account. No doubt the magistrate will be pleased to stop getting piracy complaints, too. He draws a roll of parchment from a scroll tube. I hope you'll arrive in time to see my latest production. Speaking of which, I'm already late to oversee its rehearsal. Now that's more like it. Let's go crash those pirates, and we'd better not waste time here. I don't like Patak, swear it's people. Everyone's always trying to cheat you, or swindle you, or drag you into some other cunning scumbaggery. I feel like Amiri wouldn't say scumbaggery. Consider this a little preview. Good hunting. Like, does this map really need to be this big?
I did it. I did.
Yes.
There is a lot of wine around here.
Forwards. No, backwards. Backwards.
Was that got somebody I should have talked to, maybe? Okay. The gnome's yellow bloodshot eyes scan the faces in the room nervously. Noticing you, he grabs for his sealed sheath. What? Who are you? Oh, it's your Royal Highness? Forgive me. I didn't recognize you. An honor, truly a huge honor. I'm Karn for real, a simple salesman. Who are you? I told you already. The gnome's voice rises in anger. I'm a simple salesman. Not rich, not noble. Why would a queen concern herself with me? She wouldn't. What do you sell? What do you care? Fish and the like. Who might you recommend I meet here? No one! Everyone! How should I know? I'm just a simple salesman. Leave me be. Well, he's not suspicious. Yes, your highness. A great honor. Go have fun.
Step.
Sure, I'll do it.
Knock ears. With ears. Did it without breaking it. I did it? I did! Ow! Knock nervous when watched.
Damn it. Do a regular resto spell? What, Lindsay?
Anything is possible.
Who's there? Lamage too?
Okay. Several concerned dock workers crowd around a finely dressed half-elf who listens to the workers with imperious dignity. It's as we've been telling you, Judge. This is the third shipment in 2 months they've stolen from us. Can't keep that up. Doesn't matter how good last year's business has been. No cargo means no pay, and no pay means no new shipments. We asked you about the thefts before, and there's nothing changed. Where's the king's justice, Your Honor? The half-elf patiently motions for silence. It is true the pirates have taken route along the Patax River and attacked several shipments heading upriver. The king has... He pauses, noticing you for the first time. He adjusts his posture to stand taller and straightens his sash of office before continuing. King Irovetti shall address the problem soon. However, he will hear no formal complaints until after the Rushlight tournament. In the meantime, he advises that travelers downriver take care around Littletown. Until then, partake in the festivities and the king's generosity. If anyone has further questions or concerns, I am at your disposal. A bright sash cuts across this man's chest, identifying him as a magistrate of Patax. He makes a shallow bow while keeping his head inclined upward, as if being polite while also conveying his superiority. May the king's law guide you at the Rushlight tournament today. Is there a problem? Yes, that. He sets his teeth into a practiced smile, though his teeth briefly grind together. An outbreak of river piracy has caused some consternation among the citizens. Simply avoid or exercise caution in your little town in the meantime. Perhaps Patax would benefit from somebody who has a history of vanquishing bandits. Let us be clear, declares the magistrate, narrowing his eyes with disdain. Patax's armed forces are entirely capable of handling these criminals. There's no need for would-be heroes or aspiring vigilantes to get involved, much less foreign interests. I recommend enjoying the rest of the festival. How can he be so deaf to the people's woes? And he calls himself a judge? I knew a judge once. She spent nights butchering her own kin, then went on to become a zombie. This guy seems fine by comparison. As always, you're very insightful, Amiri.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
What does this guy sell? I want this! Can't get this. She's already got a green one. On a blue one. 140,000.
Trail me.
I did it? I did!
Time becomes distance.
Hey, you can't be here. This is High Highness King Irovetti's camp. He's the one that invited me. We're not supposed to allow anyone in. If the king commands it, we will. But at this point, you could be a thief for all we know. Okay. Greetings, Your Highness. I am Italia Gatarin, Headmaster of the Academy of Grand Arts, welcome to the tournament. Is this your first time here? I'll be honest, I'm delighted to hear what you've done with Kitty Corner. Not so long ago, it was little more than a hole in the ground, but you've brought it real civilization. Bravo! Lindsay has some news for you. Yes! Professor Yobald found refuge in our capital, and you know what? He's writing his memoirs of his time at the Academy. I'm sure it'll be an interesting read for everyone in Patax. No, all of Avestan. A book, you say? How brave of him. I hope he doesn't neglect to include the details of his dismissal. What details? What do you mean? Aravetti kicked Professor Yobald out for just being too smart, didn't he? I'm sure that's exactly how he described it. They call him the insightful for a reason, after all. Anyway, forgive me, but I've no interest in discussing this topic further. If you'd like to exchange idle gossip, I'm sure you can find much more willing and interesting company here. I suspect you know to whom I'm referring. Okay, so that's his camp too. Is up that way.
Step, step. Forwards. No backwards, backwards.
Can I talk to these people? Okay, I want to go back up to this dude. I want to see if we can sell enough to get that blue dragon. Let's see if we can do it. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Actually, let's... Let's go try doing the bandits, and then we'll come back. Actually, I'll do a hard save first. Wait, was it actually over? Because I left? No. I'm gonna do a hard save. Our travels brought us to the little town surroundings in pursuit of the dastardly river pirates who have preyed on innocent merchants and travelers. It would have been nice to march in, knock some skulls together, and call it a day, but rumors suggested we were heavily outnumbered. Even worse, the villains had set up their camp in a defensible position inside of their boats, protected by the river on one side, a thick forest on another side, and a sticky swamp on the third. Add in a bunch of sentries watching for intruders, and we were in trouble. Thank goodness our fearless leader had a plan. We circled around to approach from the woods, seeking some game trail or other path that could lead us through the undergrowth. Our leader ably found an animal trail and led us deeper into the woods and toward the camp. We confidently followed, not knowing quite what had cleared the path. It soon became all too apparent when our leader's foot lodged in a large burrow, eliciting a menacing growl from beneath the earth. What followed was a brief and terrifying farce involving a family of badgers, low-hanging poison ivy, and some very choice words. I'll note that choosing this route was not my idea. We picked furs from our cloaks. We reached the edge of the clearing. From there, we could see that there wasn't one camp, there were two. The second was several hundred feet away, judging by the campfires, which meant that we could vanquish the pirates in one camp before the other could respond. We sneaked closer, hoping to launch a surprise attack. Undergrowth and tents gave us a lot of cover as we made our approach, launching a surprise attack. Before the pirates could respond, we had already felled several of them.
The beginning of the hunt.
Tired, legs weak, stomach empty.
I grant you death.
Taste my fury.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Maybe I can get money to buy the blue dragon.
You deserved it.
There we go.
Tear them apart!
Cannot hide from me. Ulta.
Nice. crunch.
This is going to hurt.
Come here, Bax. Not gonna stab you.
Where did that dude come from? Sure, why not? Nice. There we go.
They go down!
There we go. And slowly start working our way up.
Nowhere to run.
Ooh.
Burn.
Which knife to use?
Bard versus
Any
Bard.
last wishes?
Stupid slow. Oh, I actually have control over this one. Okay. Fireball!
I aim true.
Oh! Now what's happening? A voice cuts through the din, roaring with such indignation that the fighting momentarily stops. What is going on here? Who dares attack my camp? The speaker is a suntanned woman wearing a light blue traveling clothes with high boots and embroidered heron adorns one of her sleeves. She draws her weapon and takes a menacing step forward. I don't know who you are, and any patience I have to hear your excuses is short-lived as you are. If you have something to say, make it good. Behind her, you can see more combatants approaching, but you have a few moments before they arrive. Recall what you can about her heraldry. The blue outfit and heron insignia indicate that this is an important member of the Riversong Trade House of Patax, possibly a member of the controlling family. Joffrey Vascari leads the trade house, and this might be his sister, Ranshala Vascari. As you look down at the enemies you've slain, it seems you haven't attacked pirates, you've killed influential merchants. Wait, who are you? The woman's face wrinkles with disdain. I was prepared to kill thieves, but it looks like I'll have to kill idiots instead. If you don't know, explaining is not worth the breath. This is all a terrible mistake. The well-dressed woman glowers at you. Explain, quickly. I was acting in good faith to chase off pirates, and I would never have attacked a Riversong convoy. Someone provided me misinformation, likely because they stood to profit if we killed each other. Ah, at last a hint of wisdom. Yes, you're right. She thinks for a moment before continuing. Perhaps I was hasty to dismiss you as anything but dim-witted brigands. I am Ranshala Vascari of the Riversong Trade House, not a pirate. Who provided you with this misinformation? The Magistrate Walsh Selvaway insisted there were pirates preying on travelers here. Did he now? Ranshala taps a finger to her chin in thought. Certainly he has the means, but does he have the motive? Bringing any harm to me would just foment chaos in the region. And Selvaway's a servant of King Irovetti through and through. Do you have a theory? If he knows you travel with so many garms, maybe he hoped I would die during the attack. That's certainly a possibility. You must be flattered to have such powerful enemies. Well then, what do you propose? Well, let's try to figure out the truth. I don't want to do a lawful neutral, but... because we're chaotic, but... there is a bug crawling on my wall. Who wants to eat a bug? Penguin, do you want to eat a bug? It's over there. You want a bug? She actually knows the word bug. To her, it means small thing that I want to try to eat. Yeah. Do you want the bug? Look at the bug. Go get the bug. Go get the bug. Yeah, go get it. Go get the bug. Go get the bug. It's up there. See, she knows. Come here. Come here then. I'll show you the bug later then, okay? Ranchala's smile grows slowly as if she's contemplating devious possibilities. Very well. I will return to the city, and when you are ready to confront others about what transpired here, I will join you. She hands you the scroll from the magistrate. Piece together your case and get to the bottom of this mystery. For now, though, give me space to bury the dead. Hi.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Yeah, they know how to feast at the Rushlight tournament. When's the next one?
Whenever it is, I'm definitely coming with you.
I'm hoping that that didn't get rid of the Rushlight tournament. What are you doing? Hi, Penguin. Okay, Max, if you're almost ready, then we can wait and then we can get to the thing at the same, like we can make sure we go to the checkpoint system at the same times and then join each other there. Come here. Come here. What? Oh crap, so I did fuck up. Hang on, let me do a save. I mean, I don't want to say I fucked up. I wasn't too keen on the tournament anyways. You know what? No, screw it. Let's just say fuck it. What you doing, Penguin? A whole army of mean-looking guards awaited us at Patax's gates. They were led by a pompous buffoon named Walsh Selloway, a Pataxian magistrate, no less. Leave now, your highness. King Irovetti's orders. We looked at each other and told Walsh we needed to discuss a few things with him regarding the river pirates. The river pirates are Patax's concern, not yours. You would do better to mind your own kingdom, your highness, Walsh said, taking a step backward to be closer to his soldiers. Politely asked Walsh to let us enter. Alas, one can't get anything in this life with the help of mere politeness. The magistrate didn't even bother answering, but his eyes grew even more impudent and his smile more contemptuous. So then... did I actually fuck up? Like... you haven't left the first system yet? If you go to the map, like if you go to the hyperdrive map, you can see where the... like, it'll show you where the point is. Welcome back to Chiel. Like, if you go, you can actually set the expedition as your, like, your guide thingy. Oh, well, that's not cool. Oh, I need to get back home before the 24th. Let's see if I can do that now, actually. Do. Do you see what I mean, though, Mux? By, like, you'll know where to go? Like, I think I'm one warp away from the first, like, waypoint or whatever they call it. But I will probably switch once we deal with this stuff, so. And go to the tavern, because the next time I play, I might forget about the tavern. Come to the tavern after the council. We need to talk about my damn tribe in Nilak. And about the ghost. Will you come? I will wait. I will try not to get drunk, but I really want to. Sounds good. Meaning to ask you something. This might seem stupid or arrogant, just insolent. I want to talk to you. I think you know what it's about. It's what I've done and what I haven't done. The priest lowers his head and grows quiet. But let's speak in private, far from curious ears. I will be at the viewing point in the palace garden. Please come as soon as you can. Free stuff. Skip one day. Oh god, that was terrible. No! That's not what I wanted to do. Fuck. See? Okay, I'm just gonna go back to this. We'll play later. We'll play more of this tomorrow morning, guys. I'm gonna go back to this save, though, because that was bullshit. That's what I mean by it needs to tell you if something is gonna skip time. Like, that honestly kind of pisses me off. Anyways, guys, hold tight. I'm going to be back in a few minutes. We're going to switch to No Man's Sky with Mux and work on the expedition. So, hold tight, and I will be back in a moment.